Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Bloom Outdoors. So today we are going to be doing a little comparison for you guys so that you know what kind of tint you should get on your vehicle based off, well, you can tell of what I have so that you can see what you like and what you want to get. So let's start off with the light stuff and show you guys that. So first off, we got, as you can tell, 0% tint, literally nothing on it. You can see straight through. If you're watching this, this is probably what you currently have, or it's like this, where you have nothing in the front and you have the stock in the back. So on the back, we go to the other side, but it is just the straight up stock tint. We've got, I believe the stock is 25%. This is what it looks like. It's really hard to tell because everything is kind of reflective in here. It's not as bad in person, but it's pretty bad on the camera. So you can see in here, pretty decently. You know, also we have sun coming in from over there, so that's a big factor about it. But you can look in literally the front and you can see in the back. You can look in the sides here. Yeah, like you could put something on the floor and somebody might not be able to see it, but if you look hard enough, I bet that they could see it. So just from the factory, this is pretty much what most vehicles come like. Nothing in the front and that 25% in the back. Even from right back here, you can still see in the back. So now if you want to bump it up like a little bit, we'll go over to 15%, which is what is on the front of this. So also, I didn't really say, but if you don't know, then the percent tint is how much UV light gets through. So when you say like 35% tint, then that is 35% of UV light is going to get through. When you say 15% tint, that is 15% of the UV light is going to get through. 5%, same thing. So 5% of light will get through, meaning the lower the number, the darker it is. So 5% will be very dark, where stock, like 25%, is going to be light. And same thing, this is the stock. It's a dirty car, but you can see straight through. So, you know, you're driving behind somebody and you can literally see straight through their vehicle. So you can see their head, you can see them texting, you can see whatever it is they're doing. Moving on to this truck, we've got 15% in the front and we have 5% in the back. So what it is it was just the stock 25% in the back with 15% tint put over the top of it. So they told me it's about 5%, but it's really not that dark. So it's really hard to tell in here. In here, it definitely makes it look darker. So like this is how it is at night though. Let's say we're in here and this is what it's like at night. So you do have the reflection of the roof right there, but ignore that. So this is 15%. I can still see through. You guys kind of can too. You can see the steering wheel there. It's just hard because with the camera, you're getting a lot of reflections from stuff, but you can still see the seats. So you can still see in, and that's how it is at night. Let's just say this is at night because I have driven next to the truck. I know what it's like. So this is 15% at nighttime. And okay, let's say you're in the city at least, where you have a little bit of light coming in through the windshield because there's nothing on that. You can still see the person driving. You can just kind of see their outline, but you really can't see their face that well. In the back, we have 5%. You really cannot see in, but like I said, I'm trying to get a good view, but you really cannot see anything in. Even when I look through, I can barely see. There you go. That's a decent view. So this would be like at night. You know, you got to be right up next to it looking in using like a flashlight or something to be able to see. You can see kind of that seat there, and you can see the back seat. But, you know, you kind of have to be right up next to it to be able to look in. But this would be like at nighttime. So in a second here, I'll pull everything out and show you what it looks like in the daylight, because it is definitely a lot lighter and easier to see through in the light. All right, I brought the truck outside just to show you guys what the 15 and 5% look like in the daylight. So as you can tell, This is the 15% I just showed you. And this is in the sunlight. There is also nothing on the windshield, so you can see right in. It's actually hard to see on camera, but you can definitely see in person. You can see straight through to the back side. So it definitely looks darker on camera, but yeah, right here you can see straight through. And like you can see on the door handle right there, because that is with the sun coming through, you can see right through. So, you know, if you're like at sunset, it's gonna come right through and people are gonna be able to see in really easy. So then this would be the 5%. So like I said, 25% with 15 put over the top is what they told me is 5%, but it is whatever you want it to be. Hard to tell because all you can really see is reflections. It's still pretty hard to see in because it is, you know, 5%. And then I can show you the back. So the back is that same thing. It is 5%. It's hard to tell on camera, but you can definitely tell in person. You can for sure see through. Definitely for sure you can. Not nearly as bad as what it was in the car with, you know, just the straight up stock stuff, but you can for sure still see through. You can kind of see at certain angles. So let me get in and I'll show you what it looks like from in here. So based off, you know, experience of driving, because I've driven this thing a lot, it is a little tricky at first to get used to the 15% tint and driving at night, especially when you do not have a backup camera like this thing does not have. So when you look, you know, from here, this has nothing, and this is 15%. It's not a huge difference maker. I was driving this thing the other night, so that truck's got 5% on it, and I'm used to that now. I drove this thing the other day, and to me, this felt like absolutely no tint on it. I remember I used to not have tinted windows in the front, but once I got them, I thought I look awesome in this. Nobody can see me. The reality was people can still see in, people can still see you. They can't see you, you know, as bad as, or like as much as if you don't have any tint on, but they can still kind of see you. They can see like an outline of you, but maybe not be able to make out exactly who you are. So yeah, that is the difference here. So that's nothing, and that's 15%. Same thing here, 15%, nothing. It almost literally looks the exact same. At first, you know, I drove this the other day, like I said, when I had 0%, or I mean, because I had 5% on the other one, I'm used to that with it being so dark, but this is 15, and that's nothing. You know, it literally looks the exact same almost to me. On camera, it looks the exact same. In person, you can tell there's a little bit of a difference, but it literally is super close to the exact same. You can definitely tell better on this window, but when you look in this one, it looks like there's literally nothing on the window. And then in the back here, we've got, you can see the little chip I've got in it right there. But yeah, same thing with back there. That is 5%, but you can definitely tell the difference between that. So this would be 15, and that would be what they say is 5, which is just 25 with 15 over it. I'm going to show you guys a true 5 here in a second, but that's what it looks like. Like I said, you can still see through it pretty easy during the daytime, but like see from the inside out, but seeing from the outside in the back is hard to see. But on the front with 15%, then you can definitely see in during the daylight, especially when the sun's hitting it just right, because I don't have anything on the windshield. All right, so now making our way to over here. I should have left it parked over in the shed, but it's fine. You can see it just at the right angles. So what this truck has is, I used to have it was the 25, which is stock from the factory. I had the 25 with 25 in front, so I got it matched. What I did just a couple weeks ago, then like I already got it done, as you can tell, then they took off the front, the stock, or the 25 I had in the front, they took that off, and this right here is a true 5% with 5% put over the back, or 5% put over stock what is in the back. So this is about 2 or 3% what is in the back. You cannot see through it at all. You can kind of see through to the front, like right there, you can kind of see the steering wheel because the windshield's going through. And yeah, right here, like I said, when the sun hits it just right, because I don't have anything on the windshield, so when it comes through at the right angles, you can see like the dash and stuff when it comes through. And if you look just at the right angle, you could see whoever's sitting there. But when you go right here and the sun, you know, is not present, you literally cannot see in. I have not had anyone be able to see me in this truck at all. I've had people come up and having to knock on the window because they literally can't see who I am and want to talk. But you know, you can kind of see the door on the other side right there, steering wheel, etc. But super dark, especially at night. At night, you better have a backup camera, or else you know you're not going to be able to see. You literally cannot see out of this thing backing up at night. Like, you don't even think you have mirrors. And you know, it's even hard to see like in the city with the street lights. But then this would be like 3%, super dark. You literally can't see in it at all. I look as hard as I can, and I literally cannot see in it at all. And that's what the back is. The back is also that like 2-3%, but you cannot see super well, but you can barely see through. You know, you can see the mirror right there and like the headrest, so you can barely see through. Probably can't hear me too well because the wind. Just hold on with me here. So yep, same thing. We got that like 3%, and right here is the 5. You can see where when the sun comes through, you can see there. I might do the windshield here soon. I'm not for sure. I wouldn't do anything super dark. Just a little something to, I don't know, like a 40% maybe, just to try and make it a little darker. So you can tell, you know, where the sun goes through. You can see the steering wheel and stuff. But literally, if I was sitting in there and the camera was right here, or you were standing right here and I was sitting in there, you would not be able to see me. And that's how it's been. You know, like I have like my girlfriend sitting right there, and I'll walk out here, and I literally don't even know if she's in the truck because I cannot see her because it's so dark on the sides that it makes just the front look super dark. I'm gonna get on the inside here because it's windy, and I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. Okay, so here's the inside. So right here, we have nothing. Stock, totally stock on the windshield. And on the side, we've got 5%. So you can totally see a difference here with nothing and 5%. It is not too bad because, like I said, it's daylight out, so it's not too bad. And like same thing right here. It's not too bad, but you know, nobody can really see in. Like, you can see out just fine during the daytime. Like, I can see out that fine right now during the daylight, but when it's nighttime, I honestly probably wouldn't even be able to see that truck. And another nice thing about it being this dark too is nobody can see you. So like literally nobody knows who you are. I like that because I don't want people to see me. And so we'll do a little comparison here with the back. It's still really hard to tell on camera because it's so light out, but it is that like 2-3%, whatever it is, the stock 25 with 5% put over it. It's like 2 or 3% in the back. It is darker than the front. It's hard to tell on camera, but I can definitely tell it in person. Honestly, it's hard to tell when you look at the window, but when you look at the door itself, so these are the same color. This tan and this tan are the same color. But literally, it's just because the tint, that like 3% difference or whatever it is, makes it that much darker. And you wouldn't think it's too much of a difference from like 5 to 3, but it definitely is, especially at night. At night, you cannot see a single thing out of these. Literally, you cannot see anyone behind you. You can barely make out that there's like headlights behind you through, you know, like your rear view mirror. And like I said, that is why you literally are going to need a backup camera if you get something this dark. It almost sounds like I'm bashing against it, but I'm literally just trying to tell you guys the truth so you know what tint to go with yourself. I'd say if you don't care about privacy at all, literally don't get any tint. But if you want some privacy, then maybe just match your front windows with what your back ones are. You know, make it a clean look. It'll look pretty good kind of thing. But if you want, you know, like that a little bit darker than stock, you could always go with 15%, which I said is on that truck. So you can still kind of see in, you can still kind of make out faces depending on how sunny it is and stuff. But that will give you like some privacy. But if you just full on, like, want your privacy, you want nobody to know who you are, you don't care if you can see at night. Some states you might get pulled over depending on what your laws are and stuff. Just go with 5%, go totally dark. You know, who cares what people think? But I hope this video was helpful for you guys and informational enough, I guess, whatever you want to say. Basically, I hope it helped you guys make a decision on what kind of tint you want to get for your vehicle based off what it looks like from the inside and the outside. And like I said, it is kind of hard to tell because, yeah, man, to me that just almost looks the same on camera, but this is 5% and that's nothing. But yeah, if you have a question or anything, drop a comment down below. Let me know. I hope this video helped you make your decision on what kind of tint you want to get for your vehicle. But as always, thanks for watching another video of Blue Matte Doors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.